The first preseason test in Barcelona gave us our first glimpse of the 2026 Formula One cars, but it was a private affair, shrouded in secrecy. Limited information, whispers of performance, glimpses of speed. Now, all eyes turn to Bahrain, where the first official test runs from February 11th to 13th. This is where the story truly begins. This is where the cars reveal themselves. But if you're watching, what should you actually pay attention to? It's easy to get lost in the numbers, chasing the fastest lap times, but in testing, those numbers can be deceiving. So let's break it down. What really matters and what Bahrain will tell us about the 2026 season. First, forget the headline lap times. The timing screen is a story told half-truths. A team might run with almost no fuel on the softest tires with the engine pushed to the limit just to post a flashy number and grab headlines. That doesn't mean they have the fastest car. Meanwhile, another team could be doing the opposite. Heavy fuel load, hard tires, engine in quiet mode. Their lap times will look slow, but the car underneath, potentially much stronger. Fuel alone makes a massive difference. Every 10 kilograms adds about 0.3 of a second per lap. A car carrying 100 kilograms of fuel could be 3 seconds slower than a car running empty. So when the timing screen flashes someone at the top, don't get excited. The full story is elsewhere. So where should you look? Lap times only tell part of the story. If two cars post the same time, but one did it with full fuel and hard tires, and the other on soft tires, empty tank, the first car is the real speedster. Timing screens? They lie. Reality is more complicated. Then what really matters in testing? Reliability. Watch the lap count. A team racking up laps is a team with a dependable car, a car that can finish races. In Barcelona, Mercedes covered over 500 laps. That's dominance in durability. Audi, just 95, a glaring red flag, signaling trouble with their new power unit. In Bahrain, every lap completed is a victory. Every breakdown, a lost opportunity. Time on track is the currency of progress, especially in a year where the cars are redesigned from the ground up. Balance is another key. How does the car feel on track? Smooth, planted, responsive, or twitchy, unpredictable, a handful for the driver? Slow motion replays reveal this. Watch the corners. Does the car bite and turn with confidence or drift, lazy and reluctant? Driver feedback tells the rest of the story. In Barcelona, Lewis Hamilton described the new cars as oversteery and snappy, yet thrilling to drive, challenging but rewarding. Cars that are easier to control often end up being faster. The teams finding that balance, they are on the right path. This year, active aerodynamics will be another headline. For the first time, both front and rear wings can open and close, reducing drag on the straights and boosting downforce in the corners. Barcelona offered glimpses. Bahrain will reveal the truth. The stage is set, the cars are ready, and the first real test of 2026 is about to begin. And the big question is, how well does the system actually work? Does it open and close smoothly? Does it give the drivers a real advantage? And perhaps the most intriguing question of all, have some teams discovered clever tricks that others haven't even thought of yet? This is a brand new technology for Formula One, a true leap forward, and in the wrong hands, it could completely change the game. In Barcelona, we already saw teams experimenting, testing different approaches. Ferrari's rear wing opened beautifully on the straights, seamless and fluid, while other teams seemed to take a more cautious route, hesitant to push the system too far. Bahrain, however, will be the true proving ground. With more track time, more laps, and more data, we'll see these systems pushed harder than ever before. The wings, in a sense, could become silent storytellers of the team's ambition, intelligence, and ingenuity. Keep your eyes on them. They might just decide who has the edge. But technology alone isn't the only question. One of the biggest challenges for 2026 is whether these cars can actually follow each other more closely. The new regulations were designed with this very goal in mind: reduce the turbulence, cut down the dirty air, and allow drivers to stick closer without losing performance. This could open the door to more overtakes, closer battles, and a season full of excitement. Bahrain will give us the first real glimpse of this. Watch when two cars run together. Can the car behind stay in the slipstream without losing downforce? Or does it struggle, fighting through the turbulence? This is more than just a test. It's the first chapter of the 2026 story. The ability of these cars to follow each other will shape the narrative of the season, defining whether racing is strategic chess or full-throttle chaos. And the cars themselves have changed. They are 30 kilograms lighter, slightly smaller, and far more nimble than the previous generation. That weight reduction might seem small, but in Formula One, it's monumental. These cars are easier to flick through corners, easier to rotate and control, but they also demand precision, particularly at the start. Drivers like Lando Norris are expecting chaos this season, especially when the lights go out and the pack surges forward. The smaller, lighter cars will be faster in the corners, but harder to tame. One wrong move, one misjudged brake, and a driver could be fighting for control before the first lap is even complete. Then there's the heart of the car, the power unit. In 2026, it's a game of balance and ingenuity. 50% internal combustion, 50% electric, with multiple modes, boost, overtake, and recharge, that drivers must master. Bahrain will be our first chance to see how well the drivers handle these new machines. Who can manage energy strategically? Who has found the perfect balance between speed and efficiency? Which teams have truly understood the complexities of the new power units, and who is still learning? Practice starts will also be a critical test. The new power delivery makes getting off the line cleaner, more difficult than ever before. A poor start could ruin a driver's race before it even begins. Watching these starts will reveal who has their car under control and who might be fighting against their own machine. Every wheel spin, every stall, every perfect launch will tell a story about the team's preparation, the driver's skill, and the synergy between them. And then there's the fuel.